God damn it, I'm even just starting parts coughing. Anyway, welcome back to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we'll be continuing on with Stunt Run in Burnout Paradise.
Well, we find that there are two things that are frustrating with playing Burnout Paradise at times, although it is decidedly at least a good, decent, but not legendary game. One is that restarting stunt runs can be annoying. Two is that being overcome with coughing fits also can be distracting, annoying, and may detract from a gaming experience.
But that isn't actually Burnout Paradise's fault that I'm sick, so, meh.
So I noticed that since we've been doing stunt runs that you've been causing vehicle turnovers by missing, for example, that counted as, oh, I tilted the car too much as I was going up the ramp. It went up and over and landed on the roof, and the game treated it as a crash.
I mean, if you land on your roof, it usually does count that as a crash. It will very rarely count you. It will very rarely count you landing on the roof as a drive away, and then it will force a respawn because no, it's not a drive away.
Yeah, you're not going to be driving away from that. You'll sooner be crawling out of the compacted passenger side door, lest you have to get emergency personnel to seize the jaws of life and spring you loose from your crumpled in vehicle, which is pretty unfortunate. Just hope that you're on dry land when it happens.
Have you ever been in a car accident that ended up in the water?
No. Thankfully, I have not had that happen to me. I have been reminded maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe as a moment of bragging or humble bragging by some friends of mine that, yeah, man, I keep the hammer right in the glove side compartment, or, Jesus Christ, speaking of water, we're clipping through the fence looking at the ocean.
Yeah.
So
this is one of the problems that I actually have with Stunt Run in general. If you cannot actually land a decent stunt in time, it just feels like you really should just restart the event and just go back to where you went. The thing is, when you're not as familiar with the map like I am, figuring out how the fuck to restart the event and go back to where you want to restart it is a bit of a bitch. So instead, we're going to try and actually win this event using our trusty southbound expressway jumps, like this one.
So mind you, I'm not an expert either in stunt run or in freeing oneself from a submerged vehicle, basically forcing a life or death situation. They make hammers that specifically have a sharp point at the end of it, like the very center sweet spot of a mallet, that is designed to break glass and allow you to spring yourself from a submerged vehicle in the event that your cabin space also is full of water and you are unable to open the door. You should probably close your eyes because, I mean, you may survive, but you would not want to risk total blindness with your survival.
Yeah.
And that's your safety lesson for today. We highly recommend that you check out videos on vehicular safety or emergency crash landings over water if, for example, you were taking an airline flight that went terribly wrong.
But you're not allowed to have those hammers on an airline.
No, you are not, because those are treated as potential weapons.
Yeah. Whoop. No airtime bonus.
It's getting dark. All right, you just gotta...
We just have to survive, okay?
You just have to... Nah, you're almost there. Cause you're
60.
at 60K. Damn it.
Damn it.
But how short were we?
Like 10,000 points.
It ended your combo and...
Yep, we're short 10,000. Oh well. I'm a little bit behind now because my video player is stuttery, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can't. You did good. You know, I knew it was not over just because you ran out of time. As long as you can keep a combo alive, and you were going for at least a minute and a half before that happened.
Yeah.
Real cliffhanger, if you will, saying, "Is he gonna make it?"
And he did
so
not.
Close.
But we will succeed this time. I promise you that. Mostly because I know we do at least two. We succeed at least in 2 events in this part. So.
Yeah, man. I'm a professional stunt driver. I can go really fast. I jump over obstacles, do loop-de-loops and stuff, and I make some sweet video for my car and Expo producers.
Ouch.
Oh, really? But well, I mean, how is that coming to a complete stop? Oh, coming to a complete stop. Huh? We don't talk about that part.
All right. So is this the way into the stupid area?
Oh, come
Yup.
on.
Behold.
Give 'em,
Jump
you got
park.
the barrel roll. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, here's a
jump
nice
park
wide
is
open
in fact
spot.
one of the easiest ways to finish a stunt run. If you manage to get here, during a stunt run, you can use jump park in order to successfully get most of the combo multipliers that you need in order to actually finish with a high enough score. Thing is, getting out of jump park is a fucking nightmare. I hate being in this place.
Okay, you still gotta get a few. You still gotta tack on a few more base points.
I need one more successful stunt in order to actually not get the points that I need.
Well, you need a couple more successful stunts. Like,
Not really.
definitely keep the trying to. It strikes me what's most important is that you do not squander that ×6 multiplier that you got going on right now.
Right.
I think actually you nailed it. Yeah, you got it. All you got to do is just stop the car now.
Are you no? Because this is only is only 84.
No, you got it. No, you got it. You got it. I can math.
Now we've got it because that is 90.
The multiplicative mastermind of mayhem, misery, and manslaughter.
And parked cars. Yeah.
You did it.
Yay. Yeah. I don't like Stunt Run. It is the Carson Opus, which is another Cadillac variant.
We have released a new legendary dog into the wilds of Kanto.
No, hold it. Why are we releasing the legendary dogs in Kanto?
Because
switch to a faster car. If you're feeling the pain and road rage.
Okay then. I don't like stunt runs. I don't. I think that the score thresholds that they start asking you relatively early on end up growing a bit too fast for the events to actually be, especially from here. Yeah. Once the stunt runs start hitting at about 100,000, it becomes very clear that you actually need a great amount of map knowledge in order to consistently clear these events. I'm not saying that these events are bad, no, but I don't enjoy doing them.
Well, we found the industrial park, which was a godsend. It helped us seal it with a pretty cozy 90K
It'll help
plus.
us seal off one event, though, Mr. Cloud. And I'm not gonna go into Jump Park on purpose for the rest of the game. Specifically because I never know how the fuck to get out of Jump Park. I can get in Jump Park on accident every once in a while, but getting out is a fucking nightmare. Damn it, parked vehicles! Why are there parked vehicles over here?
Well, because the world doesn't revolve around Mr. Drivey wants to go fast and upgrade a license in being a psychopath on the road.
Well, it should, because it would make a lot of the shortcuts actually happen to have these somewhat randomly placed parked vehicles in them, just to add a small amount of additional difficulty. But if you're using the shortcuts as they're intended to be used, the parked vehicles are almost never an actual problem, simply because they're not actually in the way. If you're skilled enough at the game to find the shortcuts and use them correctly, you're going to be in the middle of the shortcut, which means that you don't have to deal with parked vehicles. But for Stunt Run, because you're not actually racing against anyone, the parked vehicles actually become an issue, because you tend to be running either the faster or you tend to be running either speed or stunt vehicles, which don't exactly have the greatest amount of response time, the greatest responses to uneven terrain.
I do agree that having to distinguish between a vehicle, having to distinguish between an object that you can run through and an object that you should avoid because it's immovable, like, for example, a parked car or a traffic post or a bulldozer. Your reasoning on the fly is really going to intensify the experience, and if you make it, oh, how sweet the victory.
Cause it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory, yeah.
Looking forward to tomorrow.
It's ours.
Cause it's sweet.
Ow, damn it.
Sweet, sweet victory. Yeah.
Now, did Sweet Sweet Victory make it into Nickelodeon All-Stars?
Live from Paradise City, where cars fly and
I don't know. I never played Nickelodeon All-Stars.
I also did not play Nickelodeon All-Stars, damn it.
So they used tracks that are well known from Nicktoons in order to
I
put the
believe
soundtrack
so.
together for that game? Huh.
I know for the fact that the season 1 of SpongeBob theme is in the game because I've heard it in the background of several other people's video reviews for it, but I'm not entirely sure if Sweet Sweet Victory made it in.
How about the Jellyfish rave dance theme?
I think that's there, although I'm pretty sure it's been remixed.
How about the pre-hibernation week theme by Pantera?
I don't think so. I don't think that made it in. Mostly because I don't think Sandy is actually in a PlayStation All-Stars.
Oh, she don't gotta be there. I mean, as long as SpongeBob is there and he has a chance to don the wristbands and the headband that had marked his appearance in the pre-hibernation week episode, one of the most metal episodes of SpongeBob ever put out. Yeah, I would think that putting in that track would be most appropriate. Oh, you better have your hammer ready. We skipped the part where you actually drown tragically. This is the new driver. The previous driver has been sacked.
That's another movie that we should consider doing. The Jason Statham's Death Race. It has significantly less vehicle carnage than this game.
Significantly less?
Yes, it has significantly less vehicle carnage than this game does.
Hey man, you're up against stiff competition. But then again, with the amount of times that you flipped your car over, crashed into oncoming traffic, or had careened into an embankment that you're supposed to go under or above, not into, yeah, you would probably exceed the number of times that vehicles are destroyed on screen as a death race.
I bring up Jason Statham because he's going to be in another new action movie in the next month called Beekeeper, where he's essentially been typecast as the same character as he was from The Mechanic.
Did you know that John Candy did not like to be the butt of fat jokes?
I didn't know. I don't know who John Candy actually is my thing. Dang it!
Uncle Buck.
Evil postage van.
The Kenosha Kickers, Home Alone, Polka King of the Midwest, Stripes, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
There's only several of those that I've actually seen, though. I think I have seen Stripes, and I know that I've seen Home Alone, but I have not seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
National Lampoon's Vacation.
I have seen
Chevy Chase.
I have seen National Lampoon's Vacation. I remember exactly nothing about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, John Candy plays an extremely minor role, and he does not appear until the last 15 minutes of the movie. So we forgive you if it slipped your mind that John Candy did actually cameo in that movie. He usually plays the same character. He had a stocky build. He tragically died in like his 30s, as I recall. You should not rely on Rocker Rabbit Commentaries for an exact, birthday to death date bio of any celebrities whatsoever, the ones that we know of and the ones that we make up by screwing up their names. Anyway, John Candy did not like it when the screenplay or the director called for a fat joke in any of the comedies that he played. Most notably was Stripes, where there was a big mud wrestling scene about halfway through the movie that is supposed to be campy, comic relief, and to also help the main characters become buddy-buddy just in time to take on an actual mission reminiscent of a wartime scenario, because it is a movie about guys in the Marines. John Candy was very much opposed to filming the mud wrestling scene because having a sopping wet t-shirt over him while also in mud and making big splashing like Cannonball, yeah, he did not care for that.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I was gonna say I can't believe you don't know John Candy. I can't believe that my aunt had never seen Halloween 1978. I mean, for goodness sake, you grew up in the 70s.
Look, I have also seen Halloween 1978, but I don't have the same amount of respect for that movie as I'm supposed to. Simply because there's Halloween 1978 has actually got a lot of dead air going through it.
Yeah, it's called building.
I understand
tension.
it's trying to build suspense with that dead air. I really do. But there's so fucking much of it.
Just a touch, like you could have a doctor holding your wrist, checking your pulse as you're going throughout the movie. You probably would not go above 90 beats per minute. Oh shit!
We're good. We got it. Yeah, we're at 120.
Time. We got it. All right, stop the car.
No.
I mean.
I must have more points. I must
get those points, baby. We're practicing. Honestly, I would think that heading to the western end of the map would be in your best interest in order to keep a combo string going. Like, get it started in the city, get your oncoming points, get your drift totals, because you're going to be forced around a lot of turns, and God help you if you crash into the side of a building or a parked car. Oh, there be parked cars over here. It's a parking garage.
Although this is a parking garage, there are actually very few parked vehicles in the parking garages.
Get it, Gerdat.
And
fuck yeah.
There.
Keep it going. We're going for the high score, baby.
We are going for a higher score.
Yeah.
How did we not die?
Traffic boost. Well, we can't die. We are immortal. Even if we crash, we get the points. To think that we did this all in one contiguous combo string, and that's exactly how you should attempt to do these stunt runs. We got 180,000 points, baby.
Let's see if we, I do know what our points total ends up being at the very end of this. Thanks to preview stuff. Whee!
And all right, we are satisfied.
We are satisfied. Behold,
240,000. Fuck yeah. And in the next part...
I'm not entirely sure what we're doing in the next part, honestly. I think that's the last of the stunt run events that I want to do, though. Be safe, everybody.
Nailed it.